Hello, everybody, and welcome back to Psychonauts 2. We're continuing our quest for 100%. So, we left off, we were looking for one last chest here in the... Where am I at? The quarry? I think it's called. Yeah, we're in the quarry, so... We're looking for one chest and one psi card. And so, okay, so places I'm like 100% sure it's not. Is over here, over there, back here, and over there by the Blast Cat Becky Cave. I know I searched those places up and down. So, I think, I feel like the places we want to search today are maybe by the thanks Judge Judy Slayer. That's an amazing name, and thanks for the follow. So the psycho isolation chamber somewhere we want to check, and then maybe just like go around the bottom layer, because I feel like maybe there's one like out on a rock somewhere. So maybe we'll take the canoe out. Where is the canoe? I do not remember where it's like parked. It's normally over there. Maybe we left it over here. Oh, I see it. Okay, well that's perfect, because we can check the psycho isolation chamber for that. I also want to check Otto's lab one more time. That's embarrassing. Would it really be a Psychonaut stream without me falling into the water for no reason at some point? Yep. Okay, so I don't want to check in the isolation chamber, but just kind of around it. Because we went in there, there's really not much to it. There's the receptionist who says hi every time you enter. Oh, I'm also sure it's not over there. We tore that apart, so. Oh well. Let's go get on the canoe. Wow, Raz, one time. You didn't even give me the 3, dude.
Anyone want to see my oarsman's badge? No?
So like the last 100% stream, we're not going to be doing too much here. This is just going to be kind of chilling, trying to get the 100%. Not too much story stuff going on, so if you're looking for excitement, this probably isn't it. It's just going to be chilling, talking, looking for stuff, and we'll revisit some of the worlds that we went to. I know we finished a few of the easier ones on the last stream. And then AJ really wants me to stream this game after party, so I think that's going to be the next stream game. It's like an indie game from like 2 years ago. And I always meant to play it, but I kind of forgot about it. But AJ doesn't want to play it. He just wants to watch somebody play it, so. And we need one more chest too. Come on. This thing does not handle very well. Can I go that way? No. Oh, yes! Okay. The canoe was a good idea.
I'll take that card.
Let's keep going, though, because we are still missing a chest. So that kind of reinforced my idea that maybe going around with the canoe is a good idea. Oh, it's not over near where Lily is, I know that much. So I started watching a playthrough of the Rhombus of Ruin today, just so I could kind of catch up on the character development I missed, especially apparently for Dr. Lobato. Because they talked about that a lot in the story. Raz talked about his change of heart, but I feel like he's going to be a big part in the next game, considering the cliffhanger we left on. Okay, and this is where we started with the canoe, so. Let's check around Otto's lab. I don't know that we... I guess we can check inside, but... Let's definitely check outside. No, I remember. We came this way last time. I don't think there's any way for us to roll up here, right? No.
Out turns, his turns, her turns, and their turns.
And we do need to get the Psychonium deposits because we've got a lot of pins to buy. Oh, can we talk to Otto? I just thought of that.
Mentalis.
Well, if it isn't my favorite customer.
I think he's the only person whose mind we didn't go in the Psychic 6.
Make any new gadgets lately?
Actually, I'm thinking of a whole new line of gadgets. Gadgets that open up the mind for exploration, like in the old days.
Acid?
Wasn't that dangerous the way you early Psychonauts used to explore the mind?
Seeing that old astrolabe really inspired me. I'm going to make tiny, personal-sized astrolabes to help people make small cosmetic changes to their personalities. Like how an injectable neurotoxin removes wrinkles, but for the mind.
I don't think it's a good idea to remove your mind's wrinkles.
That's because you're a kid. Trust
Remember
me,
that
by
myth?
the time you're my age, there will be plenty of wrinkles in that mind of yours you'll be happy to get rid of.
Remember that myth when you were a kid that every time you learned something new, you got a new wrinkle on your brain? What are... Kids are stupid.
You know, I missed that old abusive so-and-so. You need a guy around like that to keep you humble.
Why is that?
I don't know. It's just something Ford keeps telling me.
Was it weird seeing your old friend Lucy again?
You know, I was the one who brought Lucy here the first time, so I feel a little responsible.
Really?
No, not much. It was all Ford's fault.
What's gonna happen now with Ford back?
Knowing Ford, things will get chaotic and we'll lose all our funding. But that's okay. I have a backup plan. To tell you the truth, I've been fighting off the venture capitalists for years.
Maybe you should get out of this lonely lab.
I'm fine. I have my gadgets. And a pretty friendly crab sandwich scuttled by a while back.
Yeah, I think that's in the Rhombus of Ruin, too.
See you next time, kid.
I don't think Raz can give him too much crap, considering he's literally the only one of the old-timers whose brain we didn't have to go in.
Some brand new items here.
We don't have enough for a core or for a challenge marker. Did we buy all of the... Yeah, we bought all the filters. I think there's a trophy for this, too.
Good selection.
Yep, King of Pop. Cool, another trophy down.
Sayonara, psychic.
So we went back here. There wasn't anything else, I don't think, no. Okay. We definitely went back there. I don't know that we went up there. I came here, I mean, this is like one of the first places you go, so. I don't remember this, so maybe? Yo, yes! Okay. Now we're done with the quarry. Right? Yes. Okay, cool. So literally out of all the real world places, we just have the one Psy card in Green Needle Gulch, and we're done with it. But we're gonna save that. I may even look up a guide on that, just because that was kind of a pain in the ass looking for that one Psy card. So Let's go to Sasha's lab. And we'll hop into some brains. I love the spy music in here.
Is it time to take a spin in the brain tumbler?
Let's go.
Yes. I'm ready to go to the collective unconscious.
Alright. Now, who do we want to go? Whose brain do we want to go into? We could do Hollis's Hot Streak. I feel like let's save Psy King for kind of later. Ford's Follicles. Oh yeah, that world was kind of meh. I did not like Kreller's Correspondence, but that's mostly because I was stuck on that one part for so long. The people that watch the YouTube video, be glad that I jumped ahead on that one. Bob's Bottles, Cassie's Collection. Let's... You know, I'm just going to close my eyes, and we'll let the chips fall where they may. If it's the casino, I promise that pun was not intentional. Ford's Follicles. Let's go. We're missing 9 figments and 1 nugget of wisdom. Alright. Ford's Follicles. That's the book. Plants. That's Helmet's World. There it is. Are you gonna let me enter? Oh, I was too close to the door to actually click it. Alright, Ford's Follicles. Let's go. I'm kind of worried that the germ bowling ball one's gonna be really hard to get everything in.
Looks like I missed my chance for a free haircut.
Grulovia invaded. Okay, so we're looking for figments. I'm sorry, I know we just looked at it, everybody. Figments. And 1 nugget of wisdom. Okay. I already see figments. Plural. And a nugget of wisdom. Wow, that took 2 seconds. How did I miss that last time? I feel like we were pretty thorough with the figments too. I love that his is a piece of bacon. Alright. There's more figments out there. It's 2 figments? Yes. Okay. I see another figment over here too. Couple figments. Okay, I can kind of see how I missed that. I wasn't looking out here. Okay, now we're down to 5 figments. I just want to make sure there's no other offshoots here. Nothing worse than when you have 1 figment left in a world. Okay. I don't know if we have full health. Well, no, we don't. And I know I went off the beaten path that way, so we're not gonna waste our time doing that. Raz? Am I missing something here? There we go. Yes, I was missing something. The blades I needed to hit. Alright. This is where we saw, yes. Get off me. So annoying. Yeah, I think I was so wrapped up in the story when I was over here that I was didn't even bother going for these figments. I know that's not a figment there, but it's so weirdly colored. Okay, cool. Let's go die. Although I guess the hand doesn't hurt us anymore. It does still pull us under, but it doesn't injure us. Just make sure there's nothing. Nope. Okay, we're down to how many figments? Okay, it didn't pop up. Oh well. Tide's turn in Grulovia. I don't see any figments here. Man, I hope these last figments aren't just super difficult. Okay. I don't remember even what was in here. Some money. We'll take it though, because we need it. Okay, cool. The world's not over quite yet. Oh yeah, I do remember there being figments that I saw on this thing. I feel like I got them though. There's one. Oh, the dreaded one figment. You know, I don't know for sure. That one was pretty well hidden. I just want to make sure we cross all our T's and dot all our I's. Yeah. I don't know why I had to think so hard on that. Yes.
That's it.
Did it.
I think I've collected every figment in this mine.
Let's get out of here. Oh, it's actually going to make me do it. Oh, I can use smelling salts though. Yeah, let's do that. Let's get out of here. Okay, well, hey, randomly closing our eyes and doing it worked for us that time, because that world was pretty easy. So... Okay. Speaking of which, where were Sasha and Mia? I don't remember seeing them. After the game.
Is it time to take a spin in the brain tumbler?
Yes, Raz, it is.
Yes. I'm ready to go to the collective unconscious.
Okay. We're gonna close our eyes again and see where it takes us. Psy King's gonna be last though, so if we land on that, we'll go again. Bob's Bottles. Let's go. We've got a suitcase and a suitcase tag that we need, about 15-ish figments, and a half a mind. Let's do it, Bob. I think that's Bob over there. Yes. This world's tough because it's got that big outside world and then all the little inside worlds.
Well, this place is improved. Bob really does have a green thumb.
I didn't expect to see Bob in
Hey,
here.
Bob. How's it going?
Oh, you know, inch by inch, row by row.
Mind if I sail around and tie up some loose ends?
Okay, but listen, I have all the seeds I need, okay?
Gotcha. No seeds. I promise.
Where's the door? Oh, okay. It's just gonna be so hard to know if we got all the figments out here on the ocean. Okay, that was Truman. He was pissed that he got fired. It's just so hard to tell if you got everything out here. I'm assuming that the baggage is in one of the levels. I see a figment banana in that tree, and that worries me for what else is hidden out here, because that is really well hidden. Oh, damn. Can't even get on this. Oof. Yep, and there's, oh, these are too well hidden. I hate that. Oh man, I do not enjoy. I mean, I'm glad I found those two, but oof. Okay, those are not worth stopping for. Oh, half of mine. See you there, little buddy. Oh, Bob's here. I don't think I ever landed on this island.
Hey, Otto. Glad Bob still keeps some friends around.
Friends? Please.
Okay. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, I thought the game froze. Nice little jaunty tune. Alright, let's just explore real quick. So the island of the green bottle. Yep, I see a figment. I see a couple figments. Maybe I got most of the figments in the world, and all of the missing figments are out here.
Yep.
Right, guys? Right? Man, I feel like I picked a pain in the ass world to come to. That's where we just got Bob. This world's super cool though. This was one of my favorite brains in the game. Really? I think we're gonna be able to make that. I'm gonna give it a shot though. Yeah, I wonder with how far you can jump, if there's pretty much, you can get anywhere from any of these islands. You're annoying. Yes. Okay.
Yep. Whew.
I remember seeing that before and thinking it was a figment. Nothing out here. Okay, that's not climbable. Scalable? I don't know if climbable is a word. That's a good question. I think climbable is a word, right? Yeah, a climbable surface, yes. I tried so hard to not sound like a dumbass. I ended up sounding like a dumbass.
Yep.
Okay, Raz, chill. It's not that big of a deal. Especially now that it's a helpful little hand. Okay, we definitely came this way. This is where I jumped over that other one. Yep. Okay, you actually can't make that one. I think that might be it. I think the rest may be in the bottles. Alright, we know the red island is very well explored. Bob's Island is well explored. I don't know that we've explored the yellow one very much. Yo, Lily's out here. Because he didn't remember what, or he didn't know what her voice sounded like. And there we go. Man, I don't like those ones up on the trees. Okay, we're down to 10 at least.
Yep.
Yep. Oh, there's not one up there. Not one up there. No grasses. Okay. I'd say we're almost done. So that was the pink island. We definitely checked this one. The red island led to, yeah, we've definitely checked that one. I'm pretty sure we checked the yellow island. Just one more quick check, and then we'll go hop into the bottles. Oh, maybe we didn't check red. The yellow actually is where I thought the red went. I hate the figments in this world. They're too hard to see. Yeah, I think we did come here. Excuse me, I'm tired. I did not get much sleep last night. Alright, well. I'd say no better bottle to hop into than this one. Ooh, I don't know if we had the negative. I think we did though. I remember this one. I remember I came specifically out and got the figments in this level. Let's make sure though. Oh. Oh, you motherfucker. Oh, we have to actually fight here?
Next time you won't be so much.
Can I just ignore them? 'Cause I do
By that name.
not feel like fighting. No. No. Bye. Oh, I guess this is the end of this level?
May I trouble you for a bubble? Thanks, buddy.
Alright, now let's be a little more careful, a little more deliberate. Oh, I almost did it again. Yeah, there's nothing else up here.
Hey, little buddy. I need to get somewhere quick.
Let's go to... I feel like the biggest places where we probably missed some were the Viking reception and the Cake Summit. Let's go to Tia's kitchen.
Thanks for the ride.
Oh, it kind of starts us in the middle of it. I don't know that I like that. Okay. Did not start us in the middle of it. I just had a bad perception of where we were because we've only been here once before. Now the time... We also have one more baggage, right? Bob's bottles. Yeah, we've got the suitcase and the suitcase tag. We need both. We need some figments.
Yep.
Yeah, I wasn't looking forward to doing this platforming again, honestly.
Hope
That's
you're
kind
not
of
taking me back to your nest to feed something.
fuck my life.
Up in the air, Junior Birdman. Hello down there.
And yeah, no figments.
One more time around the block, Jeeves.
Okay, that was a backward ass way of getting there, but we got there.
Whee! Put me down, wretched demon.
Oh, I wonder if there's anything in there. Nope, just a sweet watery death.
Hey, I can see your house from here. Is it green?
Yeah, I remember we went over there and found it. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm just gonna go straight to the wedding and see if I can find some there, because I feel like that's where
Hi, have you met my friend? They just
I would have
love to
had
fly and fly.
the opportunity to miss more. This is such a huge level.
Up in the air, Junior Birdman.
Okay, there wasn't another way to go. I do remember there was crying baggage, but it was up
Does anyone
there.
have an air sickness bag?
Oh, shh. I think I did that same thing last time, too. We're not gonna talk about that.
Hello down there.
Oh, there's one. Glad we came in here.
Wait a second, what am I doing up here?
I don't know, Bob. What are you doing?
Hope you're not taking me back to your nest to feed something.
We're good over there. We're good over here. This seems like a place that something might be hidden. Let's just be safe. Okay. Pigments. Oh yeah, that's where the moss was like, you don't want to see him in a bad mood. He's a fucking asshole. Okay. Oh wow.
Could you give me a lift?
Let's go to the bog of the betrothed. Yeah, 'cause there's a ton of them here. I thought I looked out pretty well, but
Got a little bubble juice in my nose that time.
make sure there's nothing up the bottle. Okay, well, that solves that.
Breath from above!
Boom, right off the bat.
Oh, yep.
I really wish it would at least tell you what segments the one you're missing are in.
Put me down, wretched demon!
Like, oh, you're missing 3 figments in the bog of the betrothed.
Yep. Yep. Oh.
Yeah, I remember there were a bunch of cake ones here. No. Okay. Alright, off to Bob and Helmet's wedding.
Oh.
Name for me this monster so roughly bearing me o'er the sea.
I'm pretty sure I remember checking this. Yeah. I did. That one stuck out to me. Oops.
Thanks for the lift, by the way. I didn't catch your name.
God, I keep misjudging that.
One more time around the block, Jeeves.
Act like you've been here
Not taking you
before.
back to your nest to feed something.
Oh, yep.
Patience. Something I am not fantastic at. Ow. Oh yeah, the little cake room. I'm not gonna lie, some of this cake looks real good. Okay. Okay, Bog of the Betrothed is done. I'm sure that there's nothing else out there. Of this I am sure. I know I had the bad thoughts at that point, negative thoughts. This is where I want to be really careful. Okay, here's the suitcase.
Suitcase tag.
We
That's what I need here.
don't have the suitcase tag. Okay, so the suitcase, when we get the tag, is at the wedding reception. What was the point of this?
Yep.
I know we checked up here, but I want to check the other side. I don't even think that's a place you can go in. No. Can I climb that? No. Okay. Uh-oh. The wedding area is not the landslide of Figments I thought it was going to be. And there's nowhere to go from here. Oh shit. What the hell is the suitcase tag?
May I trouble you for a
Oh.
bubble?
Nope. I see it. Oh, and there's more Figments up there. Hell yeah.
Suitcase tag. Gotcha. Yep.
Okay, 1. A 2. A 3. Alright. Now let's just... I don't think there'll be anything on the ground floor. No, we're good. Alright, let's go. That was extremely lucky. The sound there crackles really bad.
Could you give me a lift?
Okay, Tia's kitchen. Ruined greenhouse. Shipping a model. Cake summit. Cake summit? Other than that, I don't think there's anywhere else to go.
That always makes me a little dizzy.
Do 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 do.
Hey! Or, you know, the really loud sound.
Okay. I think this is where the ship would have led us if we had gone in order. I thought I was onto something there. I know what the answer's gonna be, but I gotta try. At this point, I'm starting to not like the answer that the game is giving me. Which is, this is gonna be, fucker to find these last couple. Where could there be 5 I'm missing, right? Ugh. Oh wait, I don't think I went and put the suitcase tag. No, I didn't. Oh well, we know where it is. Not a big deal. Raz sounds like a horse when he climbs. Oh, there's nothing to do up here. You. Okay.
Hey, little buddy. I need to get somewhere quick.
Okay, we definitely finished Tia's kitchen. The ruined greenhouse was the end of Tia's kitchen, right?
Thanks, buddy.
Yes. We couldn't jump in there, so that was the end of that.
May I trouble you for a bubble?
Ship in a bottle. We know we checked that. Sunken Mother Lobe, we checked that. The Bog of the Betrothed, we checked everything. The only thing I can think of is that they're in the... Either there's a spot we're missing, or they're out on the islands.
That always makes me a little dizzy. What's that sound?
There's like a hidden area with 5 of
Bob's
them.
emotional baggage is all sorted. Hope that feels better, Agent Zanotto.
Or...
Could you give me a lift? Hey, little buddy. I need to get somewhere quick.
Oof. Man, we still have 5 missing? That's wild.
Thanks for the ride. Yep.
No Figment, no Figment, no Figment. Man, that sucks. 5 Figments? Wait, it shows us which ones we're missing? That could actually give us a good clue. Okay. 1, 4, 3, 3. Where's the ones we're missing? Oh, we're missing a mushroom? Missing 1 mushroom. All the boats. Wait, did I miss something? 2 of 2, 1 of 1. Mm. 4 of 4. Oh, there's one. There's a photo of Helmet somewhere. That sucks. I don't know where. Those 2 could be anywhere. Remember when I thought I had a real chance of getting all the Figments in this world when I came here the first time? That was funny. Two, 2, 2, 3, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1, 1. I don't see where I'm missing 5. Am I blind? What is happening here? I only see... I must be blind and I'm just missing 1. Oh well, I'm an idiot. I have no earthly idea where the helmet picture and a mushroom could be. Like, what? Okay, game. You got me here. I don't know. I don't see 5 that I'm missing there. Okay, where would a mushroom be? So a picture of Bob would definitely be... I'd say in the wedding world, we just like in the bog. That's what makes the most sense for that. A picture of Bob? I have no idea. The bog, there's gotta be a mushroom in here in this. This is the only place that makes sense for a mushroom to be growing.
Got a little bubble juice in my nose that time.
Like, it's a bog. Of course there's mushrooms here.
Up in the air, Junior Man.
Maybe we gotta follow one of these Bob things further than where it wants us to. Not that one, but this circular. Maybe there's one behind this thing. That would make sense.
Thanks for the lift, by the way. I didn't catch your name.
Okay. No, it doesn't give you anywhere else to stand, really.
They just love to fly and fly.
Definitely nothing there.
Breath from above.
Okay.
Does anyone happen to have an air sickness bag?
No, there's nothing. This may be one we gotta come back with a guide later. Because I don't see anywhere I missed. I swear we tore this place up. Why am I just made this mistake. Like,
what am I doing up here?
Phew.
I still feel like that mushroom's in here somewhere.
Yep.
Oh, chill. Well, yeah, I think this might be a let's move on and come back. Thank you. God, the audio here is cutting so bad. Okay.
May I trouble you for a bubble?
Maybe the mushrooms in Tia's kitchen in the kitchen. Maybe it's on a shelf I didn't see.
Thanks for the ride.
Well, big old piece of titanium. That goes out. I'm not going out there again.
Yep.
That's not a big old piece. 5. It's a gray mushroom. Honestly, it's probably out there, but nah, I'm good here for a little. We'll come back later.
Hey, little buddy. I need to get somewhere quick.
Was there anything connected to the mother lobe, or was it literally just this one room?
Thanks, buddy.
Oh, hello there. Oh, I didn't even realize we were missing a memory vault. Oh, we sure were.
These animals are more
Well.
violent than the ones in here. Nope. That enabler is making it impossible to do any damage.
Let us take a 5-minute rest.
Oh, we got a bad mood.
Figure out what's causing it. Almost. I just need to focus a little longer with my clairvoyance. Let's see if we can get to the heart of this bad mood.
Lame.
Almost. I just need to focus. There must be something causing this bad mood around here.
Oh, okay, cool. I was gonna say I can't get far enough with it.
You need this more than me. I would not go in there if I were you. Under the door like a pet.
Come on, please let there be figments in here. I mean, at least we got this, but cutting the roots. Okay, Bob fought Maligula. We knew that. He sees his husband's dead. Then he got fired. That's how he became a recluse.
Whoa, I'm an airplane.
Yeah, you are, buddy. Oh. Oh well. See ya. Okay. Let's make sure. No, that's not what I want. Oh, this is where we went the pirate ship, right? Yes. And there's nowhere to continue on from here, right? I don't remember this part being that short. Did it like flood this one? 'Cause I swear this is...
Could you give me a lift?
Okay. We know it's not there. We know it's not there. I swear it's not there, but it has to be there or there, I would assume. maybe there. One last check of the Cake Summit, and then we head home.
Got a little bubble juice in my nose that time.
Disgusting Rasputin. I really don't think there's any chance it's here. And I know we're just doing something we already did again, but I just gotta make sure there's nowhere to go from Helmet's head. It's fine. It's fine, I'll just do this for the third time. No. Okay.
May I trouble you for a bubble?
Yep. We will come back to you, Bob. Probably with a Figment guide, honestly. I knew his world was going to be a pain in the ass, but I didn't know it was going to be quite that bad. Okay. Let's... Let's go back into Ford's. Just because those worlds are so small, they're kind of easy. But I don't know if the germ one's going to be easy. Strike City, that's what I was thinking. Kreller's Correspondence. Tomb of the Sarcophagus. I think we missed one thing in there. So, that seems easy enough.
I guess Ford really doesn't have anything else to hide.
Yeah, we've got 20 Figments. We're missing one memory vault.
I really didn't want to come back here. I'll make it quick.
And what do you know? Hello. I just thought of. Wow, that makes that so much easier. Ford Cruller, cracked. He's fighting Maligula. He's locking her up. And then that's your dad. Gave him to the circus, kind of. And then he cracked his own mine. Cool.
Hey, little buddy. I need to get somewhere quick.
Okay. Now let's go to... You know what? Yeah, that's what we'll do. We'll just clear Ford's mine. Let's just get all these out of the way. Ugh, I don't want to go to this world. Ugh. Bad memories of being trapped here for 30 minutes.
Well, this place is still up and running. I guess you really can't stop the mail.
What are we missing here? 3 Figments, 1 Nugget of Wisdom. That's it. They're probably together. Oh man, this music is... Oh, it's taking me back to the nightmare. I hate trying to get around this place. I'm very impatient and I don't like waiting. This place moves at a friggin' snail pace. Alright, make sure we're not missing it in here. Oh, nugget of wisdom! I don't think it's in here. This is just a means to an end. This area. Just getting higher up. Okay. There's a figment right there. One figment? Okay, how do we get there? This is where the nightmare happened, right here. God. Woo. Okay, can we see any more figments from here? No.
Could you give me a lift?
That's for the best. Wait a
That
minute.
always makes me a little dizzy.
Okay. My figment's on top of that. Oh. How the hell do I get up there? How does it go? What? Okay, I need to be jumping already when it happens. Well, that didn't work. Yeah, I can't. Just crush me. Okay, well that was less exciting than I thought. Just kill me. How am I gonna get there from here? Oh, I totally can. Okay, this is the way. I don't know, man. I hate this stupid world. It's my least favorite world in the game. Ah! Fuck my life. What? Oh! Are you all seeing this bull? Wow. Bro! Okay. I'm gonna get that timing down eventually. That ain't it. I hate this stupid world. I hate it so much. Ugh.
Hey, little buddy.
Take me to the International Dead Letter Office real quick to take my mind off that, because that's driving me freaking crazy.
Got a little bubble juice in my nose that time.
Oh yeah, I remember this. I specifically remember missing these. Being like, well, I'll have to come back for those. Of course. That's literally the last one left. I'm gonna cry. My gut is telling me that this last one I need is gonna be somewhere where we gotta send a little copy. Oh, there it is. Okay, cool. So literally it's that figment and then that, and that's it. Okay. Cool. I'm trying to find a cheap way to get that other one. And I don't know that it exists. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to do that kind of jump here. I really don't know. Fuck my life. Dude, I swear it goes faster when you jump on it. Oh my god.
Hey,
No, 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 no. That might be it. Yep.
that's it. I think I've collected every figurine in this box.
Okay. Ah. Get me the fuck up out of here. Okay, let's go up. I never want to hear this music again, ever. I mean, I will, because I'm sure I'll replay this game in the not distant future, but... Oh, man. It's a cool concept for a level. It just infuriates me. I think we gotta wait for that box to come around. Yes. Oh, thank goodness. Yes. Get me out of here. Actually, I don't want to go all the way out and then back in when I can just go talk to the little dude and go right back to the collective unconscious.
Trouble you for it, Bubble.
Okay. Last one. Strike City.
Hey, I thought this world was sprayed out of existence.
Oh no, that's happening in a few minutes.
Oh, wow. The cycle continues. I'd better get my cleanup done quick.
This is where Ford was macking with Lucretia.
The couple that came here on the date, Ford and Lucy,
Yeah, they were just here a second ago. Cute couple.
any idea where they went?
They went bowling. Duh! That away.
He got you there. Okay, what do we got in here? We have 4 figments, 1 nugget of wisdom, and 1 emotional baggage. This one does worry me a bit on collecting.
Here goes nothing. Woo! Woo!
Okay, that does it.
I explored this part. I'm pretty sure I made that drop like 3 times the first time too. This is embarrassing. I just want to make sure though. Yeah, the baggage is over here, but we don't have the tag. I thought I remembered that. I feel like the tag's usually pretty close.
Sorry if I got in the way.
Okay. Okay. I don't know what that's for, but remember I came out here, yeah. Is this just the next level?
Yep.
Oh, I don't want to do that, I don't think. I think I want to go down a little slide over here. Okay. We need the duffel bag tag.
Come back here and fight.
Oh, there's Figment.
Hey, look who's back!
I hope he didn't tell everyone about our favorite vacation spot.
His ball could sure use a little slime, I'll say that. Okay, now I'm in!
That little germ kid sounds like that kid from The Simpsons. I'm in danger, kid. Or the Ralph. I don't remember. I haven't seen an episode of The Simpsons in 15 years, maybe. I love how many times I had to try that the first go through, and I hit that on the first try that time. But I did get a lot more practice. I was much better with it as the level went on. It's a big germ. Is it missing a part? How do you get back over there then? I guess maybe that way that... Where am I at? Oh yeah, this is the part that I went that shortcut to. Okay. I still do need to go that other way though. Maybe the little teleporty dudes can get me there.
What has this city come to? How rude!
No ball rolls forever.
Ah, my PB&J! Yep.
Oh, I tried to rush it. Oh, sh.
You think that hurt? That didn't hurt.
Oh, shit. Honestly, if I hadn't made that accidental fall, I don't know that I ever would have seen that. That would have been a let's look up a guide. There. And
duffel bag tag.
Okay. So now we just need the figments, really. Oh man, yeah, I never would have seen that.
Iron these clothes.
Okay, let's see how fast we can do this. Hell yeah.
You can squish me, but you can't squish the truth.
Oh, ain't so tough without your bowling ball.
Oh. How did I not see those? Fortunately, they're not the last two. Oh, yes! Okay.
That's it. I think I've collected every
Oh my
figment
god,
in this
yes.
box. I'll take this.
Hell yeah. Pretty much everything was just over there. Just a duffel bag, right? Yes. Where's our little teleporty guy? There he is. Or girl, I don't know.
I'm gonna duck you pay for that.
Could you give me a lift? Thanks for the ride.
It was over there though. I need another ball. Oh, I'm not getting one. Maybe I don't need another one. No, I don't. This was a good world. Had a good gimmick.
Sorted all the emotional baggage here. Hope that helps, Ford.
Cool. Now we're down to the last couple of Bob's bottles. Cassie's Collection, Lucretia's Lament, and Fatherland Follies. How big was Lucretia's Lament? Yeah, I was gonna say, I didn't think it was that big. We got most of it. Hollis's Hot Streak, we're missing some figments. All 4 nuggets of wisdom, a bunch of emotional baggage. Yeah, that one, we got a lot to go through. And Psy King. Yeah, we got a lot of Psy King to handle. Okay.
Hey, little buddy. I need to get somewhere quick.
Collective unconscious. How long we been going? Hour 34. We can do another 30. Let's see. Let's go to Cassie's Collection. This one makes me nervous. Kind of like Bob's Bottles, just because there's a lot of level. I think those were the 2 biggest levels in my opinion. And we do know we need to climb
Hey,
to the
look
top.
at Cassie over there. Getting along with herself. So, what's the plan?
We were just trying to figure out who has to clean up the library. The general consensus is it can wait until tomorrow.
Well, I'll help you clean up some.
He means loot.
I'll be watching you, kid. Forever.
Hey, look at Cassie over there.
Jeez.
Getting along with herself.
Okay. How do we get up there? I'm trying to remember. I think we climb and then we use the double to pull the lever that's down here. Yes, I remember.
Yep.
And we got that tag, right? Yeah. Yeah, it's the steamer trunk tag. We actually did really well here. All we're missing is a baggage, a tag, 6 figments, and 1 half a mine. Nope. That's not what I wanted you to do, Raz. Okay, we got it on. Oh no, that's not where we wanted to freeze that. Go ahead and unfreeze there, buddy. And now we need the copy, the projection,
I think I hear something. I think I hear some emotional thing.
Cool. And honestly, I don't really think there's much of anything left in this main room. I think we got everything here. We kind of tore this place apart. Famous last words. I grabbed onto him before. No, I can't. Oh well.
May I trouble you for a bubble?
Teacher's domain. Deep inside teacher's domain. Waterfront.
Thanks, buddy. Hi.
I'm a fish! Look at my bones!
That's true. You are a fish.
Good dog.
Are you sure you want to do that? Easy squeezy! Is that a penny over there?
Pull it, buddy.
I'm going to stand over here right now. Don't you just love books?
Yes, they're delicious.
Hey.
Honestly, I'm just debating whether I want to actually even fight these guys. Leaning no.
Can't do anything until I get rid of that enabler.
Yeah, no, I remember getting the figments in here. Guess we better fight.
No good. They're under that enabler's protection. Nothing you and your stupid enabler. You're stupid, but well, that's enough positivity for now. No effect. Protected by that enabler. Time to do some weird. Sorry, but I just can't handle your energy right now. No.
Hey, what's that over there?
Oh my god, how many of them are there?
Dum dum dum.
Me too, buddy.
Yep.
This is the math nerd room. Okay, it's pissing me off.
Let me out! Over there.
Oh, there was a figment in a book. I do remember. There was one figment in one book I missed.
Yep.
It's not this one. Boom, 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 boom. There's a figment over there. Oh my god, come on. That was almost bad. Okay, 5 left. I don't remember where those other ones went. Whoa. I don't know why it launched me like that. Oh, it's that book. That's a killer book right there. Oh, I guess there were just collectibles up here. I know we just checked, but I just want to make sure there's nothing on the airplane, right? Well, that was a mistake. This room is thoroughly checked. Wait, is this not like a gateway to another place? I guess not. Maybe that's why we got our little buddy down there.
Could you give me a lift?
I think the book was the last book.
That always makes me a little dizzy.
Okay, let's see if Cassie's figments will give us any insight. Okay, we're missing a B. I think the B's are in the books. Which may be the one I'm thinking of that we're missing. Got all the music, all the math. We're missing a musical note. I think that's a musical note. I'm not a musically inclined person. Take a look. It's in a book. Reading Rainbow. Okay, what was the last? Whoa, that was a bad stutter there. I think the last book we did was up there.
Wow, this carving is beautiful.
I pushed my luck. Woo! God, this seems really loud.
Yep.
I remember I missed a figment out there at one point, but no, I think we're good there. So annoying. No pigments here.
Madness will make you taller. Caught poetry, caught music, we go
I'm sorry, I think this is the wrong book. This is the wrong book. I was just surprised it was interactable. I'll give them faith that they did not put one out there. I'm just missing the figments now? No, I'm also missing half of mine. Jeez, how am I missing so much from this world?
Why, thank you.
We would have done more, but we got full.
Okay, let's try that one. It's ink, it's not even water. Oh, it's still busting me out. Blocking me out. Oh my god. Come on.
You need this more than me. Is that a peanut chip?
I wasn't missing anything, right? No. Meow.
Woo! I'm an airplane!
There you are, little buddy. Oh, get on in there.
Got it! Limbo! Limbo!
Yes! Got the duffel bag tag.
Where the duffel bag is, I do not know. Oh, you're still here. I feel like this is also not the book I missed one in.
Yep.
Nope, definitely isn't. Ugh, this is frustrating. I wish it would just tell me where it is.
Yep.
Just tell me the area. Not a fan of that sound.
I'm too simple to feel bad.
Meow.
Okay. My life.
Oh, not this. My dogs are barking. Squeeze me.
Oh, maybe there's something out there. Yeah, let me in again. What is the point of this? There's gotta be a point, right? I don't think there is. I think the only point here is I'm dead. Oh, God. I don't think this is the one I missed one in, but... Nope. I don't think the figments are here. I just don't. I've torn this place up. Where else is there even to go?
Hey, little buddy. I need to get somewhere quick.
I guess the teacher's domain? I mean, that's the only place left. Is the librarian's desk and teacher's domain. Maybe there was a place in the librarian's area that I didn't have the copy for in the beginning,
Got a little
but
bubble
do
juice in
now.
my nose that time.
Yeah, like back here, I wouldn't have had the copy, I don't think, by the time I came back here. There's a figment on that one, and there's a figment up here too. Okay, cool. Yep, and just like I thought, I bet you the brain's in there. It sure is.
I got this. Under the door like a pesky do.
I don't think there's any missed ones in this book. There could be though. One of the figments is a bee. There's bees here. Okay. No, nothing in there. That's fine. This is where we learned it.
May I trouble you for a bubble?
So this is the teacher's domain. That's deep inside. Back to the librarian's desk. There was another area here, I thought. Although we did have our copy by the time we looked there. It's the only way to get back there. Excuse me.
Oh, hey, what's that over there? Back in the chip? Sure. Just take it easy, big guy.
Okay. I remember I looked through this area real well. Forgot to double jump. What am I doing? There's one. How did I miss that one? That leads us here. I think we're out of books though, right? We never found the duffel bag either. We had 2 figments and a duffel bag. We definitely went through all the books out here. We're still missing a bee. Where the hell a bee would be? We're missing a bee. And we're missing... probably that musical note still, right? Or no, that was the A-B. That wasn't a musical note. I'm just an idiot. Oh, that was one of those A-B. It was near the musical notes, that's why I was confused. Okay, cut me some slack. Either I am just awful at looking at these, or I just don't see any other than the B. Okay. Wait. Okay, no. It just makes a picture in the background. I thought for a second that the puzzle gave you a hint. And I was about to be happy, but kind of pissed. I feel like I'm going to figure out one day...
Hey, little buddy.
Oh my god.
To get somewhere quick.
That it actually the entire time would have told you, would have given you a hint about where it's at.
Thanks for the ride.
Where the hell were the bees at? I feel like they would be in the children's corner, right? Because there were a bunch of animals that were at one point. Yeah, and it was the animal that was on that one that popped out, right? Yes! And there's the bee! Okay, the figment thing actually did help. That helped me narrow it down a little bit. Oh, come on. We still don't know where the...
That's it. I think I've collected every figment in this line.
Okay, and we're missing the duffel bag. There's nothing. Is there anywhere to even go click on it? No, it's not like the Figments where it gives you kind of a hint. Oh, yep.
You sure you want to do that? Another day, another dollar. Easy squeezy.
Thanks, buddy. No, well, that was a little too quick.
Go in there if I back in a jiff.
Hurry up. Bro, just stay there.
Sure. You just take it
There
easy,
we
guy.
go. Okay.
May I trouble you for a bubble?
I know we tore these apart. I think our best bet is to just run around the open area, hoping that...
Meow.
Oh, no, I heard the meowing.
Wow, this carving is beautiful.
Why, thank you.
We would have done more, but we got full.
Meow.
What do I spy with my little eye?
Yep, what's that sound?
Yes.
Cassie's emotional baggage is all sorted. Maybe now she can write another book. Could you give me a lift?
Alright guys, now that we're back at the collective unconscious, I need to be honest with you guys. I looked up where that freaking duffel bag was. That's why I spied it with my little eye. I just could not fade going back to all of those areas again. I hope you all will forgive me one day. What's next? Hollis's Hot Streak, Psy King, Bob's Bottles will save. Okay, Lucretia's Lament or Fatherland's Follies. You know, I think it's finally time to jump into Hollis's Hot Streak. It's a big level. It's a big level. How long have we been going? Okay. Just a little over 2 hours, so probably just play it. And not too much more. And then, yeah, we'll probably call it here pretty soon. Well, especially if I'm going to be doing that. Yes. Okay. Is that a figment? I don't think so. No, there's no figments in here. Oh, I've got to use the little brain bug. Yeah, I will say, that part of this is kind of a bummer. That you just basically have to rely on the little guy to take you to all the areas.
Got a little bubble juice in my nose that time.
Alright, any figments hiding out these Yep, I was gonna say, hide down the bushes. I don't think anything's up there. I kind of checked that pretty well, I think.
Hey, little buddy. I need to get somewhere quick.
I don't know if there's any figments at the morgue.
Thanks, buddy.
No, doctors only, maternity, pharmacy, records. Okay. Let's jump into pharmacy. I feel like this is the one with the pachinko machine, if I remember right, and that seemed annoying to try to get all the figments in. How did I miss these figments last time? Those don't even seem possible to miss.
This place is a ghost town now, which is good.
Oh, maybe it moved all the figments from inside the pachinko machine to... Yeah, I bet you that's what it did. That makes sense. Okay, well, I made that easy. Yeah, you can't even go in there anymore. Wow, I really did make that easy, though. Hey.
Could you give me a lift?
Let's go to cardiology then.
Thanks for the ride.
Ooh, yeah, I didn't even find this when I came here the first time. Get in there.
We're one of a kind. Dusty.
I'll take this.
We're almost to level 100. Alright, we're missing 5 more figments. Put it in here. Put it over here. Oh, and there's a figment.
Hey, so I guess you want your cut of the winnings?
No way. I can't have this traced back to me. In fact, I'm skipping town. The boss is not gonna like what just happened.
What? Why?
Take my advice. Don't win anything else today.
Well, too late. Yeah, you are.
May I trouble you?
Okay, this world's a lot easier than I thought it was going to be, honestly. Just because the games are shut down. Like, I was like, man, I'm going to have to go in that pachinko machine and try to get those figments. But I didn't. I don't remember if these were always here. No.
First tag. Hey, little buddy. I need to get somewhere quick.
Anything back here? No, this is the one that put you into the game before. Oh, we didn't have those negative thoughts when we came here last time, though.
I think I hear something.
And we're just missing the purse and a memory vault, a half a mind, and 3 nuggets of wisdom. Okay, we're still missing a lot. I'm like, and we're missing this, and this, and this. Okay, take me to the back room.
Thanks, buddy.
I would say there's a pretty decent chance we missed something here. What's the point of this one? Does this one go anywhere? Okay, that is very nice for convenience sake that they did that. You don't have to platform through all this now, it just has the little jump orbs. See any I missed so far. Oh yeah, I remember.
Yep.
Go on. Now. Okay. No way out of here this way? Oh, it's gonna make me go all the way back. That's stupid. Okay, actually that's not that bad. Okay, we forgive you, Psychonauts 2.
May I trouble you for a bubble?
We did cardiology, we did the maternity ward. Man, I'm trying to think where we could be missing so many golden nuggets.
That always makes me a little dizzy.
Man, why don't I remember this part? Oh, shit. Oh yeah, I remember there was something up there. Okay, I remember this part. Nope, there's the half a mind. Okay. Stop being impatient. Ooh, and a figment. Okay, we got all the half a mind. Now we just need 3 figments, a purse, and nuggets of wisdom. Honestly, I think that's all that's going to be back here. We'll just remember, if we're running short, this may be the place, but I don't know. I don't think anything else is back there.
Could you give me a lift?
Shattered classroom, casino parking lot, morgue, cardiology, maternity ward, maternity ward back room, pharmacy. Did we go to the pharmacy back room? I don't think we did. Maybe we did.
Got a little bubble juice in my nose that time.
No, we didn't. Oh, yep. I already see things.
I'll take this nugget.
Okay. It's worth exploring this one, honestly, I think. Yeah, there's a figment right there. Ugh. Ah! We get it, Raz. And you're just dying a little bit, it's fine. Such a baby. There we go. Two more figments.
Hey, little buddy. I need to get somewhere quick.
I wonder, the shattered classroom. Maybe there was something in here. Yeah, just two figments. I think we can go that way. Whatever was here, we already got. And we already went that way. Nope, there's nothing here. Okay.
Could you give me a lift?
Let's go back to the parking lot, because I know there wasn't any. There was no more figments, but on the roof I wonder if there was emotional baggage. Oh, hello. Okay. And that means yeah, we're all leveled up except that, but we have to be rank 102 for that. So maybe the baggage is here though. That's really what I came for. So we got what, 1 nugget of wisdom left? Yeah, 1 nugget of wisdom, 2 figments, and a purse. I'm honestly not shocked at the figments or the wisdom, but I'm kind of shocked that I haven't even... I mean, I just went everywhere. I never even heard the purse crying. Was there anything else at the morgue? Were there any other options along the outside?
Thanks, buddy.
The High Roller Lounge, but we can't get in there. Cardiology... Records. This was not on the list. Yes!
I sorted all the emotional baggage in Agent Forsyth's mind. It's the least I could do after the trouble I caused.
Well, at least I didn't have to resort to looking up a guide like I did on the last one for that last piece of baggage. Okay. Nice, nice. Okay, now we're just missing 2 figments. That makes more sense, that there was another way that I hadn't thought of. And that the 2 figments don't surprise me. They're figments. It can be so hard to find. Okay. I thought that there were more sides than there were little worlds, so that... Doctors only. This could be where a figment is. I don't remember all these little side areas. Oh! Hello! Breaking Dr. Potts. Golf women. Bad. Oh, she broke his mind. It's called the Psychonauts. They fixed him. Oh, and they recruited her. Cute. Any figments back here? I should be breaking these along the way, just in case. There was no more posters, right? Actually, there was. I'm hoping, since I don't think I had went this way before. I think I connect here, though. Yeah, there's the exit. Excuse me. Okay, I'm confused. Oh god. I'm confused. Okay, so that's just a giant circle. Okay, so we are legitimately missing 2 figments. Any other missing areas? No, maternity wasn't missing. Records we went through. Cardiology's good. Pharmacy's good. Out of all these areas, what's the one I'm most likely to have missed something? The cardiology. Let's see. Or maybe the parking lot, and I'm just missing it. Okay, let's check all these booths. Okay, you can't go back any further at least. At least we got this swanky music. There wasn't anything up. Oh, there was. 2? 2 up here, please? Please, 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 please. Yes!
That's it.
I can honestly say
Every figment in this mine.
we got real lucky in this world. Man, we got lucky. Yeah, we were on a hot streak there. 'Cause, oh man. I mean, I'll give myself credit for remembering that there were more sides to that die than there were the little worlds, but we got lucky that that's the one I went back to. Alright, well, we've been going for like 3 hours here. We're getting decently close to getting that 100%. We've got Psy King, we've got just a couple Figments and Bob's bottles, and all of Lucretia's Lament, Fatherland's Follies, and then just that one sidecar in sidecard in Green Needle Gulch. So we're getting real close to this 100%. So yeah, well, thanks for watching, everybody. If you're here on Twitch, thanks for hanging out. If you're watching on YouTube, like the video if you can, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you guys next time. Bye!